Hello Internet, it is me, Gunslinger Zach, and today I'm going to teach you how to use a cool feature that I know of that I swear nobody else knows about. So there is this old protocol called RSS, which is short for Real Simple Syndication, and how it works is rather than how you traditionally consume content, which is like, say you'll go to youtube.com or you'll go to twitter.com, and what Twitter will do is it will, all in its own system, it will aggregate the data for you. What you do instead is you have a program that runs on your own computer, or you can even do this through cloud services if you really want to. I don't advise it, but you can have it through cloud services where it just gathers the data together. For RSS, what it'll do is it'll send all the data to the machine, and then you can access the data. Or for more bigger content, like say videos, it'll make it easy to access the content on the other server. So for instance, say you want to watch your favorite YouTuber through this, what you do is you will add their RSS URL to your RSS reader, and what will happen is every time you can customize this pretty much however you want, but it'll ping the server. It'll say any new videos. If there is any new videos, then it'll get the new video update. You can go to YouTube, and then you can watch the thing. For reading blogs and blog posts and updates and all that stuff, you can just do this simple little mechanic, which will go to the thing. It'll get the text, and then if you want to read it there in the thing, you can, or you can go to the website and you can read it there. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you get the content. It's cool and all. And the best part about it is it's free and open source software. I know that I'm not like a free software extremist a lot of times on the internet, so that may be a strange concept. But basically, what that means is that how do I explain this? The software that you run respects your freedoms. Your freedom to run it, your freedom to modify it, your freedom to distribute modified copies, and to distribute copies of it. This doesn't mean that it's free as in you get it for free, but it means free as in you have total control over it. So, that's cool and all, but that's theory. How about practice? Here it is. You can see in the corner it is doing basically what I just said. It is configured right now to, whenever it starts, it'll ping the thing, and then if I want to do it again, what I can do is I can click Shift R and it'll do it again. It'll take a little while for it to finish for me to do it. So let's talk about something else real quick. So you can see here, these are the lists of stuff that I can read. So for instance, I have the Mises Wire on 15. So this is pretty much every single post they have ever posted. I don't think it actually is. I believe that they will actually trim their articles down, because otherwise it would be absolutely massive. Their RSS would just be completely massive. But even then, they have like 128 different things down here. So I don't think anyone's reading this daily, honestly. But it is fun to keep up with, see what they're posting, and then if you see anything interesting, you can read it. And so here it is. Obviously, I don't expect anyone to read it. So on Newsboat, which is the thing I run, you can click O, and it'll open the tab in your web browser. You can see here, Inflation in Pakistan, Follow the Money. This is an essay that they've written. You can read it, or you can not read it. If you're going to open it up in the browser, you might as well read it. I don't understand why you want it, but, you can, I guess. So that is blogs. Let's do videos now. Denshi videos. Why don't use Twitter? Right here is his video. Obviously, it cannot load in the terminal because it's a video, not a text file. So that would be kind of weird. I believe some FOSS, not even FOSS, but just some RSS feed readers will actually let you watch it natively in the app, which is cool and all. But I mean, I like to just be able to do this, which puts me in that'll put me in it blankly, or if I want to open it up with the benefits of being able to see, say, the comments and stuff. Here it is, and I can watch it. So that is videos. And you can also do Twitter. That's it. So Twitter doesn't natively support RSS, or maybe they used to. I'm not sure how it. Some people are saying that they did, but you can't really add like .rss or /rss to the end of a Twitter account. And so instead, what you have to do is you have to use a free and open source, basically extension thing called Knitter, which lets you access Twitter without having to access Twitter, and it lets you do some other stuff. So for instance, here is my Twitter account on RSS. It isn't pretty good, but you can see right here, here's my tweet. What kind of feature would you demand before you pay $20 or even just $5 or $1 for a blue check mark on this bird app? I mean, I still haven't got an answer for it, so yeah. That is, and you can see up here is all of the metadata. The title on Twitter things are a little broken because the title is the same thing as the actual tweet. So that may be annoying to use if you're using any other type of, if you're really using any sort of Twitter RSS, but it can be useful if, say, a project posts updates on their Twitter and you want to be able to see them, right? So that is Twitter. There's YouTube. So, I mean, you can also do podcasts. I believe there is a similar thing to Newsboat called Podboat, which lets you listen to podcasts. I have not tried that yet. However, I do not believe that it would be that hard to really set up it in Newsboat. I don't really think you need a separate thing. So let's go back to the Mises Wire. This one right here is... I was wrong. Never mind. Nope. I am... Hold on. I'm just... There we go. Is this it? Oh my god. Hold on a second, guys. Oh yeah, I see what I did wrong. So, here it is. Right? Go to the website. And then you get the podcast. And then you can listen to it however you want. Maybe you could download this and then you could pump it into... Maybe that would be a cool little purpose. You can... On your laptop, maybe you can download all of your things through Podboat. And then you can listen to that. That may be a cool little thing. So something that I haven't mentioned yet is that this is all running on GNU Linux, particularly a distribution called Linux Mint. I have not tested to see how well Newsboat in particular works on Windows or Mac OS or Chrome OS or any other type of proprietary operating system. So what I recommend is using Linux because it's free and open source software. And because it's just good, it respects your freedom, and it guts all the nonsense that's in bloated proprietary operating systems usually. And of course, because it's free and open source, you can see whether or not they spy on you. And as it turns out, unlike Microsoft, which has a bunch of bloat and probably a lot of spyware inside of your system, this has no spyware inside of it. Of course, right, if I update my systems, then servers will be pinged. However, it tells me whenever I'm updating servers. This is not like a full-fledged type of thing, but yeah. So you can consume all of your content through this, and there is ways that you can make things work better for you if you want to make your RSS experience better. But basically the idea is that you can just look at all of your feeds. So like, let's say 5 different people hated YouTube and they went to 5 different video platforms so they could escape big tech censorship. That would be hard to manage. But with this, what you do is you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe you only use BitChute for like that one person. and then you're good to go. I don't actually know how to follow people on RSS on BitChute, but I cannot imagine that it would be that hard. You can do it on Odyssey very easily. In fact, they recently added that feature natively. If you go to, actually, no, it's not even bother. Here is my feed, or my link on Odyssey right here, and then here is all of my content. What I plan to do is I plan to actually add my own RSS feed on gunslingerzach.xyz. You can see until then, I have on Plume. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Just regular gunslingerzach.xyz. I cannot do this. Gunslingerzach.xyz. So you can see right here the blog on Plume instance. And this little icon right here, whenever you see this means that you can follow it. So here's really what it looks like whenever you break down an RSS feed. What you like this is what you download, and then you can copy this, and then you can put it into wherever you put RSS feeds, or like the RSS feed links. So for instance, on Newsboat, there is a file called .newsboat URLs, or well, I guess URLs inside of Newsboat. And so down here, I can, what I do is through Vim, which is a pretty good text editor, I can add or subtract any of these. I can manipulate it however I want. It is minimalist, I guess you could say, although Vim is not what we're talking about. But this is pretty much what I wanted. If I wanted to have it cloud shared between my laptop and my computer, I could probably use a version of rsync, and I could just have it like go to my server, which hosts my website, and then my laptop could download the same file. So that could be a thing I could do. And then I could just alias that from the like annoying thing to something saner. And I've screwed up something. Insert recording. Okay. If I have any complaints about Vim, it's because it just randomly starts to do stuff and you have no idea why. Anyways, back on topic. So, and it works for everything. Like, for instance, here was... Oh, here it is. Yeah, so here is Cyberpunk 2077's RSS feed on Steam. So I can actually follow the development, or I guess the updates of Cyberpunk 2077. So I could probably build something on top of this so that it would occasionally load stuff maybe every 5 minutes. And then if something new comes in, it could ping me. And so that would be a cool little feature. And this would require nothing. I don't even have to have a Twitter account to follow every single Twitter account I think is interesting, because I can just have this. One of the problems, though, is that it does not incorporate images very well. I have not seen an RSS feed reader that will replicate the experience of Twitter very well, for instance, just with RSS feeds. I've seen that get somewhat close, but they all are more or less designed for more reading of articles than for consuming of images, I guess. So perhaps that would be a project that someone could work on if they understand how to code that kind of stuff. If nobody does, then I would probably be forced to do that myself, which would suck because I barely know anything about coding, but, you know, I guess I would have to do that if no one else is going to do that. So, for instance, this right here is whenever I came back to Twitter after getting suspended. Here it is. If someone could just take this little piece of thing, just this, and then they could put it like, you know, like just take it and then like put it side up and down like it was a, I guess, mainstream social media. That'd be cool. So I can't think of anything else to say, but if you found anything interesting about this, either say it publicly in the comments or reach out to me. Something that I endorse more now is using social media as more of a platform to reach out to people. So, for instance, if you go to Gunslingers Act XYZ/contact, you can see that I have my contacts. You can email me. This will probably be the next video or something like that, but I have a terminal. I have a terminal mail system. So here is, for instance, me mailing myself from my old Proton Mail account to my new self-hosted email account. And I am saying I am testing this. And so if you are going to email me, or if you are going to go on Discord and really just use any platform, it is preferable that you do it through PGP encryption. Maybe if it's not like a big thing, then you don't mind it getting out. But if it's any sensitive data, I pretty much almost require that you do some kind of encryption. XMPP and Matrix, for instance, have built-in encryptions, but Discord and email don't have it. It pretty much just sends clear text messages from the internet, which is pretty much just screaming stuff. So you might as well scream your message in an incomprehensible way, except for ways that I and you can listen to it, through using PGP, public key encryption. All right, here's my public key. You would send me your public key, and then we could chat anonymously. And of course, that's automatically done through, again, XMPP and Matrix. So, this is RSS. Give it a check out, and I have nothing more to say.